When buying luxury clothing, how do you know if the price tag actually matches the quality? My name's Amanda Massi. I've been a stylist for over a decade, and in today's video, I'm going to outline the key indicators that will help you determine which luxury pieces are truly worth the investment. So take a second, subscribe right now, because trust me, you won't want to miss this and your wallet is going to thank you. To start, retailers are categorized into 3 different price points. It's good, better, and best. Good is the entry level or the budget option. It's designed to capture the most price-sensitive customers. It's essentially the lowest possible price point, being between $50 to $300, while still remaining profitable with good enough performance to have very basic functions and very minimal features. It's really lower quality materials and craftsmanship. Examples of good brands are essentially fast fashion brands like Shein, Zara, H&M, and ASOS. The second is better. This is the mid-tier option that is the most popular choice. It provides a balance of price and added value. It offers extra features or higher quality compared to the good option. The better option, it's a moderate price point between $300 to $800. Often this is the retailer's average price for what the product type is. It uses superior materials or construction with added features for a longer warranty compared to good as well. Examples of a better price point for brands are Alice & Olivia, Acne, Veronica Beard, Staud, and John Elliott. My favorite out of these is John Elliott. The last is best. Best is the premium option for customers who prioritize quality, features, and status over price. It offers the most advanced technology, highest quality, and exclusive or luxury-oriented attributes. The highest price point being $1,000 and up, which increases the average selling price and it reinforces the brand's premium image. The best available materials, the most advanced features, and the highest level of craftsmanship are all found in the best price points. Some designer examples are Alexander McQueen, Hermes, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton. I'm going to focus on the best price point so that you can recognize if an item really is worth the price, or maybe you should just wait a little bit for it to get marked on sale and the price goes down to better or even good. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about fiber content. Luxury items typically feature high quality natural materials such as silk, cashmere, and fine cotton. For example, silk is known for its exceptional strength and its ability to regulate body temperature. Fun fact, which makes it comfortable in both warm and cool conditions. Here's another fun fact I'm going to drop on you right now. High quality cashmere can provide up to 8 times the insulation of sheep's wool. Crazy. So this explains the premium price and why the word cozy is always associated with cashmere. Natural fibers retain their appearance longer, resist pilling, and often improve with age. Choosing luxury pieces made from these materials ensures that you're investing in something that not only looks stunning, but it also feels great on the skin. Let me show you a couple examples. So here are some examples of good fiber content for luxury pieces that are worth the price. We have this gorgeous 100% cashmere sweater. This is literally the creme de la creme of cashmere brands. It comes from Scotland. The way they even raise the sheep is literally a luxury hotel. But essentially, you're looking for the tag that says 100% cashmere. Yes, this is very expensive, but it has been around for so long. Again, going to the point that a natural fiber is going to stand the test of time. Here are 2 examples of silks. As I mentioned, they are really great for warm and cool temperatures. And this is 100% silk. This skirt is also 100% silk. And I just want to reiterate that all the items that I just showed you that either I've personally had or my clients have donated pieces they no longer use to my stylist archive. So these are at least 5 to 7 year old garments, and the construction and the quality is still as beautiful as the day either I purchased it or my clients purchased it. Next is construction. A well-constructed garment exhibits perfect seams that are typically double stitched for durability. Look for reinforced stitching at stress points like armholes and waistbands. Each stitch type can drastically affect the garment's lifespan. For instance, a flat field seam, often used in high-end denim, provides strength and a clean finish. Brands known for their attention to detail, such as Chanel and Prada, often take hours longer in the production process to ensure that every single piece is crafted with care, which is reflected in the price tag. Here are a couple examples to show you the different finishes so that you know if it's going to be worth the price or not. This dress is by Alexander McQueen, and you can see all the different seam lines within this garment. I kind of like a less is more approach to seams, but the reason for this construction is because the fit is literally like a glove. So we have here not only a center front seam, but we have a bust cross seam. And then we also have darts and princess seams. So when this garment is on, it's going to absolutely hug your body so tight. This is 100% wool, and wool doesn't normally have a lot of stretch, which is why you need so many different seam lines in order for it to adhere to your body and have a lot of curvature and really hug everything it needs to hug. The back of the dress also has princess seams as well, which again is going to have the garment really form to your body. Now, when you turn this garment inside out, you're going to see 100% silk lining. But I went to school for fashion design, I had my MFA, I know how to sew. I don't sew a ton, but I certainly do understand quality construction. And with every single seam that is on this garment, if you turn the garment inside out, you'll see that it's fastened to the end so that the fabric doesn't unravel over time. And also the seams are pressed flat or to one side to reduce bulk. So again, this garment has multiple seams, which shows it took a lot of extra time to construct it. And in addition to that, it really just shows you the thought process of the pattern that was put together to create this garment. Here's another example that we can see the seams being pressed down. So this essentially is what the inside of this garment looks like. You'll see that again, that we have a creative princess seam with this Dolce & Gabbana dress, and then on top of it, it's top stitched down so that it's pressed closer to the body, which again, this is hand done. It takes some extra time. So these are the type of seams that you want to look for if you're debating purchasing a quality item. This next dress is by Stella McCartney, and you can see that these seams are very, very thin and they're double rolled. It's called a French seam. Extremely time consuming to do a French seam. You'll mostly see them on sheer fabrics or silk fabrics because they tend to fray over time. So when you double roll and then you put it through the sewing machine to fasten it down, you have 2 extra layers of fabric instead of 1. I hate doing French seams. I will do anything to avoid doing a French seam on any sort of custom outfit. So I have a big appreciation when I see French seams on any garment. I'm like, yes, absolutely worth the price because I personally know how long it takes to do this seam. Now let's look at print alignment. Have you ever noticed how patterns can make or break a garment? In luxury fashion, aligning prints at the seams is crucial. Misalignment prints can indicate a lack of attention to detail. So sometimes luxury brands will do this and you need to look out for it. For example, leading labels ensure that floral patterns and checker patterns, they flow seamlessly across the seams, which not only enhances the visual appearance, but also showcases the craftsmanship involved. A proper alignment indicates meticulous planning and precision during the manufacturing process, and it also requires more yards of fabric to keep each garment construction consistent. Let me show you a few examples. The first example is this stunning Alexander McQueen gown. It is just beyond stunning in terms of its construction, the fibers, the finishes, and the patterns. So this really checks a lot of boxes for being a piece that is absolutely worth the price. In order for this graphic to be shown so that you understand that it's an eye, there was so many hours put into this. And you know that this was hand stitched underneath because they have to place it on the mannequin, stitch it first, and then take it off the mannequin to do the sewing machine so that it really stays in place. And they also go back after it goes through the sewing machine to do some hand tacks so that it stays in place. But all of this print alignment is done by hand, one by one. It cannot go down an assembly line. Just not possible. Same with this Versace gown. This is hand-dyed ombre. So they'll essentially take a piece of white silk chiffon and they will hand dye it by section, and then they will align it for each piece. There are, my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 pieces of this pattern to create this garment. So they have to align every single one of those 7 blocks with the fabric so that the hand-dyed print looks like one big piece of fabric instead of individual pieces of fabric. This is a silk chiffon, like I mentioned, which is the absolute most fussy fabric you've ever put your hands on. So if you ever see a fiber content of silk chiffon, without a doubt, worth the price. As long as the finishings are good. The finishings aren't good, then it's not worth the price because it's just gonna unravel and it's not gonna stand the test of time. This dress has been around since the early 2000s. It's currently 2026. So she's been around for a long time and looks amazing, amazing. This skirt by Alexander McQueen, you don't see a massive pattern, but this is called a press pattern. So they essentially have a mold and they're gonna put it under extreme heat to get this embossed print. So again, something that is hand done, and anything that's hand done takes a lot more time, but I just wanted to show another pattern technique that isn't your traditional pattern alignment. Finally, we have finishing techniques. Luxury garments often showcase superior craftsmanship through techniques like hand stitching, baby hems, and bound seams. Hand stitching in particular is the most labor-intensive process that adds a unique touch and ensures durability. Luxury brands incorporate such finishes not just for aesthetics, but also for the longevity of the piece. A well-constructed garment maintains its silhouette and form over time, which is literally essential for investment pieces that you want to have for years to come. Let me show you some examples. This skirt is hand beaded. The technique is called tambour beading, and it's done directly on the garment itself. So the garment will be cut out of the block, and before they sew up the side seams, the fabric will be stretched across a brace, which is 4 blocks of wood. They pull as tight as you can, secure it into place, and then someone just sits there all day, one by one, one bead at a time. How do I know this? Because I actually know how to tambour bead, and that is my one grandma trait that I do. It's very meditative, it's very relaxing. One day, I'll actually make something out of all the items that I've tambour beaded, but until then, It's just a stress reliever for me. But let me tell you, this probably took over 300 hours to do. It is not just a finishing technique, how they secure the beads in place, but also the side seams are almost invisible. And then also too, they are bound on the inside in order for the fabric, which is a net, to not become unwoven. Again, you want to look for these finishes because with something so delicate like this, it has to be actually extremely strong for you to walk in it, sit in it, do whatever in it, so that these sequins don't come off or start to unravel. Because once it does, there's no going back. Of course, there's going to be someone that can fix it, but you got to pick up every single little bead that drops, because I don't know how you're going to match all of these amazing colors. The next example of good finishings are these pants by Acne. They are a silk material. They have a generous hem, so it can accommodate different heights, which is something to look at too. But on the inside, you can see that the seam is interlocked, and then it is also hand stitched in place. If it wasn't, then there would be a seam going across the front of the slacks. So that is how you know it's hand stitched, because there's no seams in front. In addition to interlocking and hand stitched, they have rolled the hem and they have done a flat front seam so that the hem stays flat. Kind of redundant, but I don't know how else to put it. So this hem has 3 different ways that it has been secured with its finishing. The waistband is similar to the hem, where they rolled the waistband and then they did a seam going down the back of the waistband so that it lays flat on your body. And then additionally, they added a French seam to the inside so that you don't get any raw edges whatsoever. All of these are extremely time consuming, must be done by hand. Last is another example, which is silk. Silk, again, as I mentioned, and silk chiffon are the fussiest fabrics that have ever been created. And you'll see here that all of the seams have an additional secured section so that everything lays flat onto the body. And we have seaming here and here, the side seams around the bust, all the way around the back. And then, most importantly, the hem here. So again, all of these are double rolled into a French seam, which is an astronomical amount of time. I love this dress, by the way. She's stunning. Now that we've established what makes luxury clothing worth the price, let's discuss signs that an item may not be deserving of the high ticket price point. The first are patterns that don't match, which echoes what I mentioned before. One common issue to watch for are mismatched patterns. While beautiful prints can attract a buyer's eye, if the patterns aren't aligning at the seams, yeah, that can signal to you that there is poor construction and craftsmanship. Luxury brands invest significantly in design and production processes to ensure that these details are impeccable. So when you see a floral print that doesn't align well, it suggests that shortcuts in the manufacturing process were taken. Essentially, it's just a massive red flag in luxury shopping. So if you see it, do not buy it or save it for later for when it goes on sale. Next are center front seams with a waist seam. So let's consider the center front seam with an added seam at the waist. In high-end fashion, continuity in construction is key. A seam placed at an awkward location can really disrupt the flow of the garment, and it creates an unflattering silhouette. Quality items typically have very clean lines and thoughtful designs. So if you see unnecessary seams that seem to serve no purpose, it often indicates that the brand probably had to compromise on something, probably the design integrity in order to cut costs. you don't want to get chopped in half. I understand that I showed the example of this Alexander McQueen dress, but that was because the wool, it's 100% wool, and it has to curve to your body or else you're gonna look like a big rectangle, which is what you don't want. But do avoid looking for garments with a straight center front seam, a straight center back seam, and a cut across your waist. It just doesn't visually look good, and it really does show that the designer cut a lot of corners. The third is my biggest point I want to drive home. It's about synthetic fibers, which are a huge deal breaker, you guys. Some luxury brands are enhancing and being very innovative with synthetic fiber materials, but better quality luxury pieces should still prioritize always natural fibers. Synthetic fabrics often lack breathability, leading to discomfort, particularly in high temperature situations. West Coast vibe. They can also trap odors and moisture, which, a smelly garment that you paid a lot of money for? No, thank you. So when you're considering to buy luxury clothing, make sure it feels as good as it looks. Lastly, let's discuss lining. An item priced for its luxury should also have a comfortable and durable lining. If you find that a luxury priced garment has a cheap, thin, or scratchy lining, that is absolutely a telling sign that let's go on to the next. Quality lining protects the outer fabric and adds comfort against the skin. In fact, fine silk or higher quality cotton linings exemplify luxury. It enhances the garment's value by providing an exceptional wearing experience. So never, ever overlook the lining. It is very common to have synthetic fibers in the lining. So if you see a polyester blend, that's still okay, but 100% polyester, it's cheap. It's just cheap. No ways about it. All right, so understanding these key indicators is absolutely essential for making informed luxury purchases that truly enhance your wardrobe. Remember, you deserve to invest in pieces that reflect quality, craftsmanship, and lasting value. My Shop My account only shows pieces in the better and best price point, so you can easily rely on my curated selection of quality pieces. The link is in the description of this video, but it's Style Me Massi, because I want to keep it easy for you. If you found this video to be helpful, hit that subscribe button for more insights on style and how to shop smart. What luxury items have you purchased that have turned out to be totally worth the price? Please share in the comments. I can't wait to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next outfit.